Grete from Scandinavian Today. I am going to bake a pumpkin pie with a Scandinavian touch of almond paste. And in Danish it will be called græskar pie eller græskar tærte med marcipan. And of course I have to admit that in my childhood I had never had a pumpkin pie because my mom never made it. So the first time I tasted it when I came to the United States, and I liked it from the beginning. So I thought I would give you, like I said, a Scandinavian touch, and I added the almond paste, and I think it's a good combination. Hopefully you'll like it too. So let's start mixing the ingredients. There are a couple of steps, but it's pretty easy to make. So first of all, you need a pie crust, and here I already have it in the pie pan, and of course you can make your own or already buy one finished. And on top of that, I'm going to use about 7 ounces of marcipan or almond paste. I'm going to roll that out and cover the pie shell with that. Alright, and then the next step is to mix the pumpkin with spices and so on. And here you see I have 1.5 cup of pumpkin, canned pumpkin, all right, and then 1 cup of milk, and I have 3/4 cups of sugar. I have 2 eggs. I have half a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of the following spices: cloves, nutmeg, and ginger, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So this is all going to be mixed together. I'm going to top the pie with the following: 1 large egg white, which I'm going to whip with 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of water, and in there I'll mix about half a cupful of chopped almonds. Of course I have to chop the almonds, I already took the skin off. So now I'm rolling out the marcipan, and I put powdered sugar on my counter. You can either use like I'm doing, the powdered sugar, or you can roll it out between 2 pieces of wax paper. So I'm going to line the baking pan with this, of course on top of the pie crust, right? And I'm adding the marcipan to the pie crust. Squeeze it a little bit. And I squeeze the edge a little bit with a fork. And then I can start making the pumpkin filling. And the next step is to mix the eggs with the sugar, salt, and spices. Here we have the eggs, and I'll beat them up a little bit. And I'll add the sugar. Here we go. Comes the salt, the spices coming, here the rest of the spices, and let's mix that up. And then I'm going to add the pumpkin mixture as well as the milk. So there are several steps, but it's pretty easy to make, I think. And the milk is coming. It's all mixed well, so now I can pour it into the pie shell. So I pour in the pumpkin filling to the pie crust, and I'm going to put it in the oven and going to bake it for about, first of all, I'll bake it for about 10 minutes at a degree of 450, and then I'll reduce the temperature to about, I would say 350, and bake it for another 40 to 45 minutes. And now I'm going to make the topping for the pumpkin pie. Here's the egg white. I'm going to whip it up. And here comes the sugar, as well as the water. And I'll whip it up again. Final step is to add the chopped almonds. Mix it in there, and then I'm going to add it to the pumpkin pie. And the pumpkin pie has now been baking for another 25 minutes, so the last 20 minutes I'll add this mixture. So I took the pumpkin pie out of the oven, and now I add the almond mixture to the edge. Here I added the whipped egg whites with the almonds and the sugar, and it goes back into the oven for another 20 minutes. And I just took the pumpkin pie out of the oven, and you want to make sure it's firm in the center, that it doesn't move. That means it's done. So my pumpkin pie has cooled down, and I'm not going to slice it, and have a piece with a cup of coffee. So I'm sure it's going to be delicious. And here you see my slice. I think it looks pretty good, and I don't know, you might be able to see there's some almond paste right in there next to the pie crust, just a little bit. So that should give it a wonderful taste. And I'm ready to taste my pumpkin pie with almond paste filling, whipped cream and almonds and a little bit of this and that. And let's go. Wonderful. Very tasty. Sweet and tasty. Hopefully you'll also enjoy it. Please subscribe to our channel. And happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching. Skål. And I hope to see you another day. Thank you so much.